Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day 38 of the Daily Bones Diary series. Pretty interesting day, to say the least. We're working on the other side of that swamp, land, marsh area, so we're on the other side now. The other side's a little bit easier to manage. It's still a bit kind of a little overgrown, definitely soaking wet, but not as crazy as the other side. So that is a plus. I'll take that as a victory. Today I was on observation more so than anything, so I didn't really get to go into the field yet. But that's where tomorrow comes in. Tomorrow I'm gonna be in the field and everything. um, I just, I fully admit this right now. I just want to switch jobs. I don't mind a pay cut. I don't mind, this and that. I just want to switch jobs only because it's what I do. I enjoy. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy what I do for the most part. It's just this is just getting too ridiculous. This is getting too ridiculous. That's it. And in full transparency, I almost died today. I almost died today because the truck that I drive, or the truck that was loaned to me to drive today for other use, it has this issue where the engine power is reduced, meaning like at certain points in the day, the truck just, I guess, temporarily just kind of slows down and stagnates at a certain speed. So it just comes out with the alert saying engine power is reduced, and as a result, after a certain mile per hour limit, it won't go any faster unless you constantly repump the accelerator over and over and over and over and over again. That happened to me earlier this morning when I was trying to get out from the shoulder onto the main road. I had to repump the accelerator, and a semi behind me had to swerve out of the way. The semi is fine, everyone associated is fine, everyone's safe. It's just, as I was pulling out, that's when the alert came in that engine power is reduced, and it stagnated my vehicle. And thankfully, the semi saw me for a while back and, was able to swerve out into a different lane. So it worked out perfectly fine, but that was too close of a call. That was way too close of a call. And then as we were going onto the main road to turn around, another truck came out of nowhere and almost slammed into the driver's side where I was at. Almost slammed into me. That one I take full responsibility of. That one I fully acknowledge was my fault. I should have probably, inched my way forward a little bit more to properly see, because I didn't see anything. I looked to my left, nothing there. Looked to my right, nothing there. Looked to my left again, nothing there. Looked to my right again, nothing there. And as I was pulling out while still looking to the left, I didn't see anything until the very last second when he just came out of nowhere, because he was like going down there pretty fast. But I take responsibility for that. I should have been a little bit more cautious, a little bit more preemptive in that manner. That is completely my fault, and I acknowledge full responsibility on that. That's just truly my mistake. You know what I'm saying? I acknowledge that. But the accelerator shit, the whole shit truck, that's just BS. I'm sorry, that is just BS through and through. And it was such a close call today that it really kind of spooked me. It really did kind of spook me. Thankfully, my boss heard my plea, because he, after the second close call, he pulled me over. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? What's going on?" And I explained it down to him, like, "Hey, that one is my fault. I admit that was my fault. I didn't see him. I literally just couldn't see him. That one's on me. I should have been a little bit more precautious, but I wasn't. That's on me." But the first thing, that's just the fucking truck. That's just the truck through and through. And it almost screwed me over. It really almost screwed me over. Screwed everyone else over almost. It's dangerous. It's really just dangerous. And even when we were leaving the job site, it happened twice more after we were leaving the job site. As we were like getting onto the main road, leaving the job site, it happened once again. I had to constantly pump up the brake 8 times for it to, break the 50, not the 50, the 40 mile per hour limit, right? Mind you, I had to break the 40 mile per hour limit for the truck because it was just stuck on there. The freeway that I was on has the minimum speed limit of 70. That's how bad that truck is. That is how bad that truck is, and happened again when we pulled over to the side from like a local gas station, and we were going back onto a local road, like a smaller road. Happened again. It happened again. I mean, thankfully the speed limit on that area is 40 already. It is set at 40, so it wasn't that I was like missing out on everything, but it was just so slow, and it was just so stagnant. thankfully my boss, he told me when I arrived at the compound, like, go turn that truck in. It ain't worth it. Go get the other truck, the one that we turned in last week. Hopefully that should be good to go. Go turn in this one and then get the other one. I was like, cool. And I did exactly that. I mean, the only downside for this truck that I'm going to be using tomorrow is that it's a little bit longer and a little bit bulkier than the one that I had today. But at least when I'm going out into the freaking freeway, I can hit the speed limit within like a second. I can hit the speed limit within like a second or two rather than having to pump the accelerator and wait for like 3 minutes, to hit 60. You know what I'm saying? God, a bit of a close call. I'm sorry again for the swearing and the switch up like that, but that's what happened today. I applied for some other places. I didn't hear anything back. I'll wait till tomorrow to hear about anything, so we'll see about that development. I applied for some more places last night. I'm gonna go back in and check those and see what else I need to do for those, but still a work in progress. Still, admittedly, a work in progress, and that's okay. That's okay. On that, I don't really have much to talk about right now. I really don't have much to talk about right now. All I want to say is thank you guys for tuning in and everything, and please definitely stay safe out there. You can be safe as all you want, but other drivers be kind of crazy. Sometimes not even other drivers, it's the machinery that you use. It can just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So please stay safe out there. Much love, much appreciation. Have a good one, y'all.